Hello, friends! This is Precious, and welcome back to Catching Up with Friends, episode 15. For today's guest friend, she is a family friend. She is actually my best friend's sister, and she has a very beautiful voice. Please welcome Ate JR.
Hi, Ging!
Hi, Te! Kumusta?
Okay lang.
Te, congratulations for a baby girl! Yay!
Yes, I'm very happy. Lipay kaayo ang tanan.
Murag lipay pug ko, Te.
Thank you, Ging.
Okay, Phil, let's do a time check. It's 6:04 p.m. here in California. What time is it right now?
9:04 in the morning.
Do you have any memory of us together? Really favorite moment with you or with us because we went to different camps twice a year. Whenever you go into the stage and sing like so what is it, ate oy sana all.
Sure,
Like you really have a beautiful voice and it's like your family.
there's a lot to share.
Okay.
I think the best memory that I really had with you, the thing that I can remember, the recent one, is when you came here to visit. And I was already married during that time. And
Yeah.
you were the one who really encouraged me to start working online.
Oh yeah.
So until now, that's my
Yeah.
job, working online from home.
Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I really want to have this episode because in the previous videos, we have the students' perspective, the teacher's perspective, and we need to have the parents' perspective. What it is like to be a mom during pandemic.
As a mom in this time of pandemic, especially here in the Philippines, it's very challenging,
Mm-hmm.
especially that I'm also working. So,
Mm.
but I think the advantage is that I work from home.
Mm.
So I can easily manage my time between my kids, my job, and other things, other responsibilities here in the house. So it's been challenging, especially in terms of the kids' education. With my kids, it's really difficult for them. So I need to help them cope with the situation.
How is it to be a mom of two boys?
It's challenging, but at the same time, I enjoyed. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's because I grew up where I also had siblings, younger
Mm-hmm.
siblings. I'm the
Yeah.
eldest. And there were times where I experienced to take care of the younger ones.
Mm.
He's in grade 4,
Mm-hmm.
and my second son is 6 years old. He's turning 7 this December, and he's in grade 1.
Have they tried the public school before they transition to private school now?
Yeah, they did, especially my eldest.
Mm-hmm.
I enrolled him in public school for 2 years,
Mm.
and then when he turned second grade, I transferred him to a private school. As a mother and as a teacher, you
Yeah.
sometimes you have to make sure that you enroll your kids in a school where your expectations are met.
Mm-hmm.
So even before school started,
Mm-hmm.
I'm already checking on schools. Schools would provide online teaching where they would really spend time with the
Yeah.
kids, not just give modules or
Mm-hmm.
activities or lessons, but they would really spend an hour or maybe 30 minutes. Where will I enroll my kids where I can have resources, or I can help them. As an online teacher, what I learned
Mm-hmm.
from teaching students online is that even if you spend time with your student for like 30 minutes or 1 hour,
Yeah.
but if they don't have any reinforcement when it comes to
True.
their studies, yes, there will be no progress. If there's any progress, it's short, I mean very little. It's very important that I sit down with my children,
Mm.
especially if I know the lesson. I will help them. I will explain to them even before the teacher explains it to them. That's what I usually do.
Wow. Because of the online classes now, how's the attention span of your kids?
And by the way, I since pandemic, I decided to enroll my kids in Scripture Christian Academy.
I see that.
Yes. So that was the school of Pastor um Peñera. First, they really had they had difficulty with talking with their teachers online.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they feel awkward. They don't have the courage to talk with someone
Mm-hmm.
on camera.
They're not
Yes.
confident yet.
They're not confident. Yeah, exactly. So at first it was a struggle. I was sitting beside them just to make sure that they will answer the teacher's question when they
Mm,
started, and to make sure that they understand, because face to face is different from
I know.
online. Even if you're facing your teacher one on one, or if it's in a group of class, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still different. Yes, but not for long. It's their second year now
Oh, that's
with
so
them.
nice. Can you please tell again our viewers the name of this school?
My children are enrolled in Scripture Christian Academy, the SCA school. This is a Christian school where they are using um ACE curriculum. In the Philippines, it's School of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
That's the curriculum that we are using right now.
What are the best and the worst thing being a pandemic mom with two boys having online classes?
The most challenging
Mm-hmm.
as a mom and as a teacher also, because I need to, manage my time.
Mm.
Yeah. But now I was able to do that, from waking them up in the morning, preparing breakfast. Of course, I'm not the one doing that. It's my husband. So he's the one preparing the kids to go to
Mm.
school. I'm more on helping them with the lessons. And for the best part, I would say I have more time with my kids, because
Mm-hmm.
before I can only like ask them, okay, what did you do at school? What lessons did you
Mm.
do? But right now I can sit down with them for like an hour or two and just help them with their lessons.
Does the new learning setup add pressure to you as a mom?
For now, I would say not so much. Di
Oh.
ba lang? Not so much.
Kamu na, paminaw mo ha. Dili kayo.
Dili kaayo. Di ba? But for me, it's not so much pressure on my part
Mm.
as a mom. I think it's because I have experience in teaching,
Mm.
so it's not difficult for me to teach my kids. And since they are still in grade school, elementary, so the lessons are not that hard. So even if I don't know, especially Filipino and Civica at Kultura,
My
nosebleed,
gosh.
nosebleed kay Kuana. But how they prepared the lessons, how
Mm-hmm.
they explained each topic, it's very specific. They're giving enough examples that um I can understand as a mom, and I
Mm-hmm.
can also find ways to explain it to my kids in the most easiest way.
Curious, do you also have mom friends, especially their kids are enrolled in public school or other private school that's not like yours? Do you have like a mom talk that you can tell or you can hear from them that they are struggling so much?
Yes, I have. Most of the complaints that I would hear from my mom friends
Mm-hmm.
is that they don't have time, and it's hard for them to like push or force their kids to do modules. And I would say I think you have to be, you have to be firm with what you
Mm-hmm.
say. You have to make a schedule, because
Yeah.
that's what I do. I think I'm also lucky with my kids because they will just listen. They don't complain.
This is for you and Kuya.
Mhm.
Because the kids are at home all day. Does the pandemic add up or give conflict to your relationship?
Not at all.
It's good to know.
Murag walay epekto ang pandemic, no? Only difference is that, we cannot send the kids to school. We
Mm.
cannot go out if we want to, like eat outside, and the kids miss that so much.
Because you told me about the schedule, can you take us through what's your day look like?
Because I start my work in the morning at 5 o'clock in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. Because that's afternoon in US time.
Yeah.
5 to 8:30 in the morning. So they will start 7, so they will wake up because their classes will start at 8 o'clock. So
Mm.
they really need to be there sitting in front of the computer or phone
Mm-hmm.
to attend the preliminary, because they have to. They
Mm.
have the attendance for that. So it's just like going to school, but
Oh.
just going downstairs.
Yeah.
And they also have uniform, so it feels like
Aw,
they're
so
going to school.
cute.
So that's also another good thing. They don't feel like they're just at home
Mm.
doing work, but they feel like they're really going to school. 10 o'clock, I have my tutorial here at home. From 11:30 and then onwards, I have my lunch break.
Okay.
But I always have my other tutorial schedule at 3 to 4:30. The rest of the time in the evening, it's my free time. So that's where I can spend another 1 or 2 hours with my kids
Mm.
to let them do homework. I make sure that every day I spend time sitting down with my kids and then explain to them about their lessons.
What frustrates you the most during this pandemic?
Of course, even if they have classmates and
Mm-hmm.
they have teachers, but they just see them on the
Mm.
videos online, but they don't have the chance to really talk to them, play
Yeah.
with them,
Connect.
yeah, connect with them, yes, physically. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it would affect my kids in the future.
Yeah.
For really like shy kids. Kids should enjoy their childhood.
Yeah.
And that's not only about playing at home, but
Mm-hmm.
playing outside, expose them to different experiences. And that really frustrates me. And I feel like in the future they would have challenges in terms of that. They
I
missed a
agree.
lot so much.
I remember the episode with a student. I asked her what frustrates her the most too, and she told me the social isolation. She's a college student, but she felt isolated. So
Mm-hmm.
if those, I mean, kids do not understand social isolation yet, but they don't understand that in their mind, but they felt it. So I hope
Exactly.
kids in this generation could overcome and have better social life. This is a funny question, but I mean, I saw this a lot. There are a lot of memes about this one. Did you ever try to answer your kids activities or kids homework?
Um yes. Especially Filipino subject. If they are asked to write a sentence or a paragraph,
Uh-huh.
my son here doesn't know how to make sentences in Filipino.
Yeah.
So like I would ask, okay, you can make a sentence in your mind or say it in English, and then I'm gonna translate it in Filipino and then write it down.
Mm-hmm.
But it will take time for them to do that. So
Yeah.
sometimes if yeah, I don't have enough patience to wait because I have to do something else. So instead of letting them think and answer it by themselves, ah, sige, isulat na ni o kani kani kani.
So, how do you motivate kids to start the task?
If I will just tell them, okay, if you can finish your goals for today, then I will allow you to watch TV or maybe food.
Mm,
Yes, I can buy you your favorite food and then you can have snacks here as long as you do your work. Simple
mm,
things, things like
yeah.
that. Buy
Giving them
toys.
rewards.
Yeah, give them, I think giving them something that they can look forward to after completing a task,
Mm-hmm.
that's very effective. But make sure that once you promise a child that you
Mm,
give them something, you have to do that.
mm.
You should not fail your children, teaching them to trust you.
How do you discipline your kids to stay on task beside giving reward?
With me and with Alwin, we are very firm with what we
Mm-hmm.
say. Ah, wala ko gabunal ing. I mean, I grew up with the thought of bunalan pag makasala.
Mm,
Um, but for me, ang butoy maluoy man ko, maluoy ko magbunal sa bata. I tried to be firm. So I think with that way of disciplining my kids is effective from since before until now. So I've been
mm-hmm.
doing that.
How do you handle a chaotic day?
If there are times that I feel so tired and if they need my help,
Mm-hmm.
I would really tell them that nak wait sa nak break sa. If I feel like it's too much for me, I will take a break. I don't face a chaotic day like
With a
forcing myself.
chaotic mind.
Yes, with a chaotic mind kay na mabungkag ang balay.
What lesson do you want your boys to learn in this time?
You don't have to, like the material things, like you don't have to go out all the time just to enjoy.
Mm,
We can do things at home and enjoy ourselves together
mm,
with the family. Study
mm,
hard. Because, for example, if these things happens in the future, we don't know.
mm.
You can make use of it to survive.
Or how's his presence helped a lot in raising your kids?
Well, yeah, he's been very helpful. Like he's the one preparing the meals for the kids. He's the one
Mm.
cooking because I don't know how to cook. I only know how to eat. Especially right now that I'm pregnant, there are times that I feel so lazy.
Mm.
So he's there.
Can you describe in one word the pandemic parents?
Multitasker.
Oh.
Maybe I don't do all the things at home,
Mm-hmm.
but I multitask a lot. It's because I have my work and at the
Mm-hmm.
same time I have to teach my kids. And not just that. If there are also situations that will just arise.
Do you have any advice to the moms or parents who are struggling balancing their time to their kids, to their work, or everything around the house during this time?
Let's say, even if you say that you are busy with your work for the whole day and then when you get back home you just wanted to take some time to rest, but
Mm-hmm.
still you really need to find time to help your kids, even if it's just 30 minutes or 1 hour. It should be part of your schedule every single day. In this time of pandemic, the parents and the teachers should work as a team. So whatever lessons your children get from online, you have to reinforce that at home. Really have to find time to know what your children's needs in terms of learning.
I want you to give a message to your boys and to Kuya.
My husband, yes. Um, I would like to say thank you for the support. Although sometimes I'm demanding, yeah, but he's very very patient with me. I mean, he's
Aw.
really patient. Thank you for always being there.
Aw.
Your presence is enough to show me and the kids that you are there as a father and as a husband.
Mm.
And for my two kids, um yeah, I thank the Lord because he gave me kids that are really smart and
Mm.
very, I mean, obedient. I'm just so thankful for them.
Bye. Thanks,
Bye,
Tin.